Howdy everyone. We are back from the trip and all in all it was a pretty good time. Everything worked out pretty good, but right now I am making some jacks to get the camper off of the truck, and I basically cut the whole tip of my finger off yesterday, but that's okay. So I've shown it before and I have these jacks right here. So I'm gonna go with the original plan, if anybody remembers, and basically take the shaft of it, cut the foot off about 2 or 3 inches from the bottom of it, so, and then add a piece of pipe in between so it slots in and keys in into this piece. The only downfall of the camper, which isn't that big of a deal, is because I made it the same width as the bed, I can't really just put the jacks straight onto the side of the camper because it won't protrude out far enough to clear the bedside. But I had a plan. So this is what I'm making right now. I've been making these plates up, pre-drilling some holes in these blocks, and I got some 6-inch long lag bolts, and then I have some other lag bolts. I'm gonna throw extra supports up on the top. And I don't know if this is overkill, underkill, but I'm just trying to make sure that these do not fall off. So these blocks will end up sitting right here on the side. The jack will attach to it. The extension foot will go down, and voila, we have jacks. So I have one more to do. I painted these last night. Basically just took the coupler, welded it all the way around, welded it in extremely hot because I did not want any of this breaking, and then threw it in some water to cool it down, basically give the metal a shock so it hardens, and we're gonna see how this goes. Got all 4 blocks on. They are all bolted down, good to go. Some of them I accidentally drilled the wrong hole. I did not drill in the camper, so that is fine. Can get covered up later. But I got one of the jacks on. I haven't gotten it extended yet, but with the jack on, pinned in place, it can be taken off and it can be slid and set back here while we're traveling, or they can be left here. I've been kind of leveling it with blocks under the tire, but take the pin out, swivel it down. I'm gonna make the extension piece, and then we're gonna be good to go. Well, it took a little bit longer than anticipated, but here's the jacks. We also did a few other things in between clips. Got these coated with Flex Seal around it, and then reflex sealed some of the spots on the roof I couldn't get as well in the container, but here are the jacks. Bolt pin through, and this is still able to go up about, I think it's about 8 to 10 inches up or down. The feet just slot in to the bottom of the pipe, and then stained the door, so it's a little bit of a darker red color. We're waiting for it to dry to see if we need to put another coat on it. But all 4 jacks can be taken apart, completely pulled off. Basically the way I'm gonna do it is just raise the bags on the truck, drop the jacks down, lower the bags, camper will come out, drive out, and then I am gonna make some sort of platform to go under so I can lower the jacks down on, so the base of the camper has something to sit on, and then the jacks will be just side to side support, so they're not the only things holding the camper when it's off the truck. We're just kind of letting everything dry right now, and then we're gonna be getting the camper off the truck. Well, I've been getting the Flex Seal a little bit of time to cure. I ended up putting some down in here as well to kind of fill in the void between the wood, because we had some debris and stuff get in there. Cleaned it out, put some Flex Seal on there so nothing would really rest inside of there or get down in there. And this stuff is actually drying pretty quick. It's, you know, summertime, so it's quite warm out. So far so good. Everything's drying. I'm probably not going to be putting another coat on these pieces because I don't think it needs it. And then I've resealed some of the roof layer on top down the seam because we did have a small leak. Not while we were camping, but funny enough, when we actually got back from camping. And part of the bed, it was soaked around in this spot, and you can kind of see where the water was coming down and running, and it's just right on the seam. I mean, the seam runs right down right here. So I basically grabbed the Flex Seal, got up on the roof and poured it all down a thick layer, and then rolled it out really thick. So there's no way that it should be leaking from there ever again. And I still have probably half a gallon of the mixed color still. So over time, I'll probably come through and pour it on, pour it over, and just slowly build up a really thick layer. It is kind of tough to clean the Flex Seal after it's already gotten kind of dust and dirt on there. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research to see if there's something that you can actually spray on and wipe it off, because just wiping it off with a towel, I mean, being that it's like a rubber coat, it doesn't wipe off super well, but we'll see. We'll see how this stuff works long term. Well, the camper is off of the truck and sitting on its own weight. Got some sawhorses and some stuff stacked, and then got the jacks just to keep it kind of level. But these are working out all right. They're a little bit unstable for what they are, but they work for now. I'll probably update these a little bit later and tighten everything up a little bit more, but it definitely works. Got some, I believe, 6.5 or 7-inch lag bolts running all the way through. We got the door all finished up on stain. It's kind of a cherry red color. So some of the temporary stuff that I did, some of these shelves, they're probably going to end up coming out. This was just temporary for the trip that we were on. This is not going to be staying here. These will come down, and we are going to work on putting some cabinets up in here. So that's going to be the next thing that we start working on, is the cabinets and getting some more storage space. And I think I've said it before, we're not really going to be closing off the walls until we make sure that there is going to be no leaks at all. So it's probably going to stay open on the walls for quite a while, probably through this winter. So we're just going to slowly kind of build certain things around that. And along with the cabinets, the other thing is to get legitimate power in here to make everything work properly. So stay tuned for that. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed, and stay off-road.